Welcome, everyone, to Topic Wonders. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings, one and all.
All right, so here's the thing. I really try not to talk about politics because I feel that that's a touchy subject with people, right? And because I'm not going to do anything with politics in the future, I'm kind of done with that, right?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is that there was a statement made, right, by our President Donald Trump.
And several others.
Right. That, and again, I don't know the exact wording, so I'm not going to get it exactly right? But they're basically blaming video games for making people shoot people, kill people.
There is zero evidence out there stating this is true.
I'm going to say flat out that this is bullshit. Okay?
Passing the blame.
Listen, I've been playing. Yeah, well.
That's all I've got to say.
No, say.
I said pretty much they're passing the blame because they don't want to resolve an issue, which they know is the main problem, which is they don't want to blame the person. It happens every single time during a shooting that, let's not blame the person.
Right.
Let's blame the object. And folks, I stated this in a Facebook thing either yesterday or day before. I forget which. But I pretty much said, when it comes to assault is an action. It is not an item. Basically going on to say, if somebody's allergic, I know it sounds like a poor analogy, but if somebody gets attacked, if somebody gets stung by a bee and they're allergic to it, does that make that an assault bee? But there's literally zero. You're going to find anything out there proving you're proven.
I'm gonna use my own
this and this.
Right. I'm gonna use an analogy too. Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, but I was just going to finish up. There is zero evidence to prove this adage that video games are behind it. Because at one time they were saying that it was the movie industry. Another time they were saying that if somebody sees a movie about stealing cars, that's going to increase somebody's need to do so. There's no evidence out there. It's even been proven that pretty much the certain violence is going down with the rise of gameplay. So
I'm gonna use my analogy. I've been a gamer for so many years since I was a kid, and then I stopped for a while, and I'm back into it. Right?
Yeah.
So video games don't have me going and attacking people and everything, right? And you can't blame video games, like you can't blame if the person had too much sugar that day, or if he, read too much, or he's a vegan. I mean, this is the stupidest stuff I've ever heard in my life. And if you're an effing nut job, you're an effing nut job. And let's face it.
That's all it goes down to.
Here's the thing: there are plenty of nut jobs out there you see every day. Right? You could be taking the bus with them. You could take the ferry with them. You could be saying hi to them. They could say hi back, but they're nut jobs, right?
Yeah.
And all it takes is a trigger point.
Yeah, one tiny little mishap
to set them off. It could be the stupidest thing. It could be a word. It could be a sentence.
It could be just a minor action.
It could be somebody giving them a bad day.
Yeah.
And they have an effing meltdown. And I'm going to tell you right now, people tend to not want to deal with that. Like, people know that there are people out there walking around. Maybe they shouldn't be walking around, but there's people out there that don't care enough to put these people in check because it's too much paperwork. It's too much this, it's too much that.
They feel that goes against their civil liberties or their civil rights.
Or even let's say, you could have somebody that doesn't want to arrest somebody because of paperwork or whatever, or let's just let them go. It's easier. No, anybody that has it in their mind to do something like that,
they're going to do it.
Is evil, okay? Because you don't just have that pop in your head.
No.
You're effing evil. You're nuts, okay? And this person was always probably nuts. And it doesn't matter, like, video games are not necessarily Call of Duty. They could be Mario.
Yeah.
They could be a friggin' Tetris. So, like, a movie or a video game, this is what I'm trying to say is, if the person's nuts, and if they use that, they're nuts. It's not necessarily the video game's fault. You cannot put a diaper on everybody and wipe everybody's ass. Okay? This society needs to cut the shit with, oh, we need to get rid of video games. Oh, we need to get rid of movies. Oh, we need to get rid of books. Let's all be fucking robots. Let's all be Vulcans. And even then, you would look at the Terminators fucking killing everybody. I mean, like, honestly, you cannot take that out of the equation, okay? Like, the person that is, look, everybody has in their brain, right? You go through life, there's always a thing that's telling you, don't do this.
You've got a right or wrong circuit.
It's called your fucking morals, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're having a bad day, you don't go this far, you don't go that far, you don't do this, you don't do that, right? In this case, this person doesn't have that. So if something pops in his head, oh, I want to fucking shoot somebody, he just goes and does it.
Go do it.
Like, so, like, it could be maybe they're on, I don't know the situation of, I didn't really look into the background of the shooter, right? But
I'm sorry, I don't care about what set him off. Personal, I care, but I don't care at the same time.
Listen, if the person,
it becomes the moment the person picked up that gun,
right?
The moment the person fired X amount of bullets into people, the reasons behind it become irrelevant. They went out, they killed people,
right?
And the reasons behind it become irrelevant.
And I don't want to offend anybody on here. I have to give my opinion the way I give my opinion.
I don't care if I offend anybody.
And I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to say this. Supposedly a kid warned, security and everything, that this was going to happen?
Yeah, there was a thing on 8chan that came out about, I can't remember if it's the El Paso or the Dayton one.
Well, the guy even said that rescued the kids. He said that this kid came in here, was warning that the shooter was coming in, and security brushed it off like he's a kid. First of all, you would think after 9/11, everybody would take everything fucking serious.
If not 9/11, right? Then
anything could fucking happen after that, I feel. Like, before that, I mean, I don't even ever remember certain things happening bad with school shootings and everything else. I mean, yes, there was Columbine before, all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, things were so much different in the past when I was a child. Like, this stuff I don't remember ever happening. But nowadays, it's happening so frequently where it's happening everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if you're security and somebody says something like that, and look, you should just fucking investigate it. Because what would be the big fucking deal? And that the problem is that they brush it off. That's true. Oh, I can't do with that. But then something happens and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It just, and I'm not saying anything against security, because I respect the security, I respect the law enforcement and everything else. But sometimes there's, people that are not doing their job right, maybe, or something. Like, pay attention and take things fucking seriously. Like how many times did they say something about 9/11 before 9/11, like the Twin Towers, right? How many times did they say something's gonna happen here, right? Something's gonna happen here, right? And nobody's fucking doing it. Oh no, nobody ever attacked the buildings in New York. And then boom, it happens. It's like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. And then you have an attack in fucking 7/7, right? And the fucking people bombing over there, and like it was like in Europe, right? And like whatever. It's like this shit's happening now all the time.
It's happening so often, and it's like you're just wondering what the hell is going on.
You cannot put a definition.
I forget if I mentioned this or was this a thought that went through my head.
I'm going to tell you it's very easy for somebody to say, like, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump doesn't play video games. So it's pretty easy if you don't play video games to just say, "Oh, video games did it." You wouldn't say that if you're a fucking gamer yourself, right? So
like I said,
I
there's evidence out there proving to the contrary.
I don't agree with that.
The gameplay of video games is going up to where certain violence is going down. Also contradicts that whole notion that video games are behind violence.
The president is wrong. It's not video games, and if he was educated about the video games and different things, then he would know. He doesn't know about video games. You can't just make a statement like that if you don't know anything there is to know about it.
Yeah, it's just a blanket thing to appease people.
And again, if it's something you don't know what to say, don't blame something you have no idea. Okay? Yeah. I've been playing video games for a long time, Scott, my kids, everybody. It's a form of entertainment. Like you go to the movies, you're going to watch Star Wars. Does that mean you're going to hijack a fucking rocket from NASA to go into fucking...
Does that mean you're going to go chop somebody's hand off?
If you go watch Friday the 13th, are you going to go put a hockey mask up and chop up people? In some cases, people have, which is stupid. But the thing is, that's because they're mentally ill, not that the fucking movie means to it. Honestly, please stop. You're not going to ban video games. Because if you ban video games, you're going to have a fucking riot.
This is the second go around with this is what I've been noticing. Anytime there's some sort of video, or one of the people happen to be at a certain age group, if you look at it, whenever there's somebody at a certain age group, the whole video game thing comes out.
It's insane.
Think about it for a second. The whole Las Vegas shooting, did anybody say the person played video games then? The people who brought down 9/11, did they say video games was somebody? No.
And they blame the gun.
When they're at a certain age group, do they bring out the video game garbage?
How about stop it about worrying about the guns and get people out there to look for the crazy fucking people and put them fucking away? How about that? And do your fucking job and make sure that there's a lot of people.
And this is what I've said every single time, and I'll say it till the day I die. You can pass legislation to make the NRA.
I don't think they should do anything.
The NRA and gun manufacturers become nothing more than myth and legend. You can pretty much write laws to the point that the Constitution and other laws are become nothing more than punctuation marks on things. But until you start blaming the people who are honestly to blame, which are the people who wield the guns, until you start putting 100% behind the people who are shooting things up instead of this, let's pass the blame and say the gun's responsible for everything, these things are going to continue. It's dull logic. So basically, if I stab somebody with this pen, are we going to see activists going that there needs to be legislation against pens? No. But until we start putting blame 100% to people who wield the gun, this is going to continue.
I don't even know what to say anymore with this stuff. It's like, you got to have people, like, diagnose these people. You got to find these people. And you got to put them away. You can't, like, just let them be in society like this and just fucking do all these different things. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's disgusting. And you can blame every fucking thing. But the problem is you start taking guns away, you prevent the people that could protect us with the guns. And it has nothing to do with the gun. It has to do with the person firing the gun, okay? So that has nothing to do with it either, all right? Nothing. So
it's the person who wields the gun that does it. It's not the gun itself.
That's it.
And it's funny I know it's just a beating a dead horse, redundant, rhetorical question. I mean, but think about it for a second. When somebody runs somebody over, do we say let's pass legislation about vehicles?
Right.
If somebody drinks, do we?
Oh, it's the Scott's fault. Right.
It's the Scott. Yeah. There's never.
No, it's the person drinking the fucking Scotch.
Yeah. We always make certain we blame the person who's behind the vehicle or drinks too much when it comes to that. But yet when it's a product that is, I'll say it, is made to kill somebody. That's what guns are done. Okay, guns
Taking
are
responsibility.
exactly guns. Yes, I agree.
It's the person.
Guns are built
nothing
to kill.
fucking do with
they
the
are
gun.
built to defend. But
has nothing to do with the video game. Has nothing to do with the fucking gun. It has to do with the person's loony skipper-rooney crazy, and nobody's fucking detecting that. And
no, it's not that they're unwilling to. They don't want to. They don't want to look at people and go, or look at ourselves. We all do it. We don't want to look at somebody and says, we have a precognition to do this, this, and this.
Right.
But so let's pass the blame. Look at when the whole blaming fast food came out. Right. We wanted to, and all that.
Well, that's another thing too. That gets
I know, but still. That's
no. Let me say something while you bring that up. That's another thing that gets me annoyed. Right? You're a person. You make a conscious decision to go to McDonald's and have supersize. Right?
Yeah, Supersize. That was the name of the movie.
Right. So somebody makes a documentary, Supersize, about how bad the food is. You don't fucking ban, like, right away they ban the fucking Supersize, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't do shit. Because if I want to get my French fries, I'll buy fucking 5 things of small fries. So, like, why are you doing that? The person.
And that's what makes sense.
Let me finish. Let me just finish. The person that makes the decision to want to have the large Coke, want to have the fries, they could wipe their own ass, okay? They're making a decision. You don't benefit anybody by taking that choice away. Yeah. You're only going to make them find a way to get that food and even spend more or whatever. So it's that you don't look at the person.
Personal responsibility.
But they make it like, oh, he's not responsible for like all this stuff.
Oh.
Like, stop.
You made the conscious choice to drive. You made the conscious choice.
Let me give an example. I recently I cut out like all soda and everything, right? And I'm losing weight, right? Not having soda, right? All these years that I was drinking soda, I made the conscious choice to drink soda. I didn't have to drink like a fucking soda like a nut job. I didn't have to eat like a whole pie. I could have had a couple of slices. But, of course, I didn't know what look, it's my choice, right? So now that I get older, right, and I'm making decisions, certain things happen with your health and you're making decisions, right? Like, you change because you don't want to, croak, whatever, right? But you're in charge of your own actions. But you don't blame the fucking food. No. Oh, God, we got to take this shit out of the food. No, leave the fucking shit there. You don't blame.
And that's the problem I have with these calorie counts. To me, they're senseless. This whole thing about calorie counting, you got a calorie. Okay, then answer me this. Do they decide to make a conscious effort to decrease the calorie count if you're of a certain race, right, if you're a certain gender?
And they used to do back in the day with the shooting, they would have said something about the person's race. But now that's politically.
Or if you've got a predisposition, if your family history of certain things, are these people going to serve you something with a different calorie count? No, they're going to give you something with the same calorie count, but you're expected to eat. You have to make the conscious decision to go, okay, I can only eat 4 bites. Right. I can only eat 6 bites of each.
Measure.
And to me, it's stupid.
But I want to get back to the main topic.
I know, but nonetheless, video games do not have anything to do.
And also, you could be crazy if you're Chinese, if you're black, if you're white. There's crazies for every type of race. So that's another thing.
Crazy is not trademarked or trademarked or
crazy can look like anything. So I mean, I honestly, you should take your job and look. Listen, ever since all this stuff happened, I'm aware all the time. Everywhere I look at everybody, inspect. What are you doing? That time I told you I went to the movie theater and I saw this guy have this fucking case like this. I'm like, that looks like a goddamn fucking thing out of Terminator where that kid's going to zip that shit up. He's going to start fucking shooting people in the theater. And this is right after people died in the theater, like in the Batman movie, right? So I'm thinking, this motherfucker's got, no, you know what it was? There was the church in that theater, and the guy had all the books It looked like it did like a weapon in this case.
Damn.
Like, and I'm eyeballing this guy. Like, where you going? Where's the exits? Why are you there? Guy must have decided, hey, I'm gonna fucking go watch this movie, right?
Yeah.
But like common sense, don't scare the shit out of people. You just had church in the theater because they had these things. They used to have the theater would rent out, like to make a profit before a movie would start. So they have the donuts, they have the books, they have this. So I didn't think, and then I'm like seeing him, he's got all fucking books, and then I'm like, Jesus Christ, like literally, it's like like he had books of Jesus Christ in this thing that was like a weapon. But like, why would you have that in the theater unless you decided, hey, I don't feel like leaving, I'm just gonna go watch this.
God in
right.
this
But meanwhile, you're thinking in your head, this is fresh from people getting shot in the theater.
Yeah.
And you know what? Not once, of course, maybe because they knew the guy, but you would think that the theater people were looking around with the flashlight instead of looking to see if anybody's fucking filming, looking to see if somebody's got a fucking case like this big. Just saying. But they probably knew that he was from the church. But still, it's like.
But like I said, the whole video game thing, I always notice anytime one of the people who does this whole let's go and blast everybody or does something,
man.
they always bring up the video games thing.
Yep. No, people. Donald Trump's wrong. It's not video games. That's all I got to say. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.